I'm sitting up here with the man, the myth, the legend, the real life actor. Google him, Roger Tyler. What's up,
Yes,
bro?
sir. What's good? What's good? What's good, bro? Just sitting here in Richmond trying to make a dream happen. Pretty much all out
You
here living. You
you
know,
made the dream happen. What you mean trying?
bro, the dream happens, but it's such a slope that's this way all the time with acting. You never know what's next because if you ain't the A-lister, you don't know where your next paycheck coming from with this sometimes.
Jeez.
So I'm out here just doing everything. Anything that I can do that is of worth to put myself out there with a resume, that's what I do, man. Like, I'll bring certain characters to life that people don't see every day, or in my type of interpretation, bring them to life and have them like really think on like, wow, how can he play the next role? How can he play this role or this role? And that's mainly how I've been like focusing my art now. It's just what can I do different from other actors, especially like studying greats like Denzel or Chadwick Boseman and people like that. Just seeing where their mind is during these characters and what could be happening with them is like what I do myself. Is like I got to figure out what can I bring to life with this person or this person or this person and try to have the audience captured by it. So that's mainly what I've been doing. When the dream, when you say I'm living a dream, you're right. And now that I think about that, you're absolutely right, man. I shouldn't have that mindset because I'm blessed enough to say that I am a black actor in Virginia that is living that path. People have seen me on TV and in movies and doing commercials and stuff. And a lot of people that want to do this, they're not able to get there. So you're right. You're absolutely right, man. You changed my perspective literally in that second by saying that. And I'm sitting there the whole time like, man, I am living a dream, man. Like,
Yeah.
not many people can actually say that, man. That's a blessing that you said that. Actually, yeah, that made me feel some type of way, man. 'Cause I didn't even think about that. Like, I am living a dream. What am I doing?
Yeah. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. You an excellent speaker, dog.
I appreciate
Yeah, the
that,
way
man.
you articulate your words and everything, bro. Come on, man. I'm gonna ask you my infamous questions I ask a lot of people. What you think your purpose is, bro?
That's a great question. I think my purpose in life is to connect.
Connect what?
To connect people and connect dots, to connect the dots within things. Like,
Give me an example.
prime example. This is gonna be I'm gonna make this a short story. A couple years ago, I took a 23andMe test, and I found out that I'm half Nigerian and other things like African and my Nigerian is African, but I mean just different types of African or what I am, but mainly Nigerian. And I had a guy hit me up while I was on there. There's like that's connected to me because when you do 23andMe, they connect you to different people that have the same DNA as you. And one of the guys was like, "Hey, yeah, man, do you know my grandparents or what?" And I'm like, "All right, your grandparents." I wasn't thinking of that because I'm moving. I do so much stuff that it slips my mind sometimes. And I was talking to my dad about it. I'm like, "Hey, Dad, this guy hit me up, was asking about grandparents or something." He was like, "You should hit him up. You should talk to him about that." So I ended up talking to him, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm looking for our grandparents because it's saying that I'm your cousin." So I'm like, "What? That's weird." So I go back to ask my dad. I'm like, "Hey, Dad, does my uncles, anybody that might have something?" And he was like, "Well, you can ask your Uncle Lonzo. He was in the army." Well, I ended up calling my Uncle Lonzo. He says that he knows somebody that he was with at one time, but he has to connect some more dots. So I called the guy back and I'm like, "Hey, this is what it is." He's telling me that this person is your mother, this person. Comes to find out that that's my uncle's son, and he never knew he had a son. Funny thing about that is, if I never took the 23andMe test and found that out, he would still not know that he had a son. My cousin would have been an adopted person, still adopted. And that's the connection I'm talking about. That's just a small example of things that I think I've been put here by the creator to just connect. Like, there's situations where I've ran into people that I think can work with this person, and I'll connect them, and it works out perfectly. It's like a match made in heaven for certain people with certain things, whether it's with the entertainment industry or whether it's just in personal life. I think I'm just put here on earth to connect dots with people and things, and that's basically that's what I can say I am, a connector.
All right, this is the last question until because they about to start rolling in and turn the music on. When it's all said and done, would you rather be hated or forgotten, bro?
Hate it.
Hey, why hate
I
it?
would rather be hated because I would have had to have done something for those people to have hated us. Whether it was truthful in their eyes or truthful in my eyes, I did something to impact that person. Being forgotten, you just never existed. You never existed. But if I'm hated, I have somebody's attention. And that's why I'd rather be hated than forgotten.
That's one of, I ain't gonna lie, that's one of my biggest fears, bruh, is being forgotten about when I die.
Yeah.
What's up, Sonya?
I don't think you'll ever be forgotten, man. Your impact on people, just looking at your social media, it's no way that anybody can forget the best rapper in Richmond. There's no way
No, I tell
anybody can
people
ever
I ain't the
forget that.
best, bro. I say I ain't the best. I try to finesse it and say I'm the greatest.
You're the greatest.
Yeah, I be like, cause it's deeper than rap for me, bro. It's so many different pockets, bro. I feel like if the people don't feel you, bro, it ain't even worth listening to. For real.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he was gonna turn the music on. Let me throw another question in.
All right.
All right. Out of these things, what you think is the most important? Is it love, respect, money, time, health, or freedom? Love, money, respect, time, health, or freedom?
Money, respect, time, love, health, or freedom. Time, because that's
I
something we
ain't think you was
cannot
gonna say
get
that.
back. We can't
Out of
get
all
it
that
back.
stuff.
Time. We can't get it back because all time is kind of an amalgamation of all that, like love, money. All that is based on time. If you don't have the time, you will never get love. You will never get money. You will never get freedom. You will never get any of these things if you are so focused on everything but the time. We only have 24 hours a day and 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And it's not like it goes backwards. It keeps going and going and going, and you never get it back. Time is the most important thing.
I appreciate you, Doug.
Hello.
What's up, y'all?
How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up?
I mean,